Welcome to another episode of You Know.
Ball, baby.
I'm with the ball Noah, Ho Showa, Philly in this motherfucker. Phil, what's the word?
I hope that's the gardening hoe. I'm just letting y'all know. Gardening hoe. But, yo, we finished our 11 through 20 list yesterday. We got a video coming out today with this one.
Yeah.
But anyways, we about to get in it. We about to get heated. But just know, we always the homies before anything, bro.
Shit.
Always the homies. But make sure to like, subscribe, and follow Playbook Sports HQ on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure to hit that bell as well. And we about to get into it.
Let's get into it, man. I know we argued on the last list. I don't know if we're gonna argue here. I think we will. I think I could make a case. So I'll kick it off. My number 10, I have Bradley Beal here. Is that okay? Cool.
I got Bradley Beal right here.
Start off on a good note.
Okay.
He improved as a defender last year, and obviously Beal at his best is really good. Beal at his worst, we saw it in the playoffs, bro. I've never been sweat. I
Totally forgot about that, bro.
I'm sorry.
Roll the clip. I'm just playing. Nah. You chilling.
Save Izzy the editing time.
Yeah.
No, I just he could finish the season as a top 4 shooting guard. People forget he averaged damn near 30 points one season. Mm-hmm. He improved as a defender a lot last year. But yeah, bro, it's just Beal at his worst is so bad, so I had him at 10.
Honestly, one thing that was not – well, yeah, that. But it was weird seeing him play the way he was during the playoffs. And he had injuries, so I guess that you could say that. But he is playing behind Durant and Devin Booker. Yeah. And those guys are definitely going to get all the touches. They're ISO players. I still think it's weird that he's on this team because he's an ISO player too. But somehow they made it work, and they did get the 7 for 6 seed. Oh, the 6th seed. So, I mean, maybe they could be better with training camp. But, yeah, it was not – this is why I had him at 10.
Please have him come off the bench.
That'd be insane.
I think he'd be so much better there, though, bro.
He would kill he'd be like their Rondo.
Way better. He would
a way better Rondo scoring wise.
He would be bro. We're talking about a dude who averaged 30 points per game 3 seasons ago, coming off the bench, and then I think Tyus Jones and Grayson Allen would be better fits. Mm-hmm. So that's just how I feel. I
would like it.
Number 9. This is where I had Alex Caruso.
Whoa, okay, Alex Caruso love.
I'm gonna put a little bit of respect on him. Try not to have Thunder bias here, but I just think impact wise, he's been on Chicago the last couple years, mm-hmm. but we've seen him on contributing teams be a real life contributor. And I think now he's going to be back into that role. His numbers 10 points per game, 46% from the field, 40% from the 3-point line, 76% from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. His numbers don't jump off the board, but we know what Caruso does, bro. And I think next to Shea, bro, this rotation, how the fuck are teams going to score on these guards, bro? With Caruso, Shea, Lou Dort, Case, and Wallace, any combination of those two is arguably the best defensive backcourt in the league.
Hey, y'all slept on him when he was on the Lakers. Y'all loved him with Chicago. Just imagine him with OKC and all these good players, man.
I think OKC is going to get hated this year.
Oh, they will.
You
guys are going to
heavily hated. Last year was fun. This year's the year we're going to get. Because I know people hated Shea, but people are going to hate the Thunder this year.
Oh, yeah.
It's happening. So I'm going to feed into it, boy. Keep hating.
Oh, man. This is going to be a fun season.
Facts.
At number 9, this is actually where I had Kobe White. Only because I think he's going to be that better. And I do think they're a sneaky candidate to get into the playoffs. Because of the East. How bad the East is, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it in our rankings videos. But, when you say in the playoffs, you mean 6 seed or you mean in the play-in?
I actually do think they could either be a 7 for 6 seed, if good enough. Depending. Because the East, you never know what happens, bro. You never know.
I guess.
And Kobe White could elevate them to that level.
It depends if they trade Zach LaVine. Mm-hmm. It depends how good, what they get back for Zach LaVine is.
Or
obviously,
if Josh Giddey really does play well with this team,
I just don't know if that would even be enough.
Yeah,
Patrick Williams hasn't been good. Vucevic isn't a needle mover anymore. I need to see that Zach LaVine back. If Zach LaVine could come out and average 25, we know he could do.
Crazy duo.
Yeah, they are a great team, bro. I think they would not a great team, but they'd be a good team. They'd be a 6, 7 seed. I agree with you there, but I don't know if that's still in the cards anymore. My number 8. This is where I had Miguel Bridges.
Okay.
I think his numbers will go down a little next year, but I think this is the role he needs to be in, bro. I think he contributes to wins a lot. Like, he is a dude next to Brunson, next to OG. Like, we saw it in Phoenix, bro. They made the finals.
Mm-hmm.
And they haven't really been good since he left because you need dudes like this on your team. You need dudes like him. You need dudes like Caruso that are just going to knock down shots and play defense. I don't want to see McHale taking touches away from Brunson, from Randall, from DiVincenzo even. But be a role player, bro. If he could be this top-tier role player that we know he can be, he's in my 8 spot.
Honestly, I had him a little bit higher. Not crazy high. Honestly, just a step higher. But I do think he's going to be good in the role that he's going to be playing because with the Nets, I mean, I liked him, but I didn't think him having the ball in his hands was that great. It was
disgusting, bro. It was like it shouldn't have happened. It should have been illegal.
I'm glad he got the experience though, because when Jalen Brunson or Julius Randle gets in trouble, they do have him outside to help them out with that. So I like that. But actually, at number 8, this is where I had CJ McCollum.
Okay, I'm a little higher, but I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I feel like this was fair, though, only because he is moving back to a shooting guard position. I didn't really like him at the point guard position, but I do love the combination of Dejounte Murray and C.J. McCollum.
I do, too. It's a good fit.
Because low-key, C.J. McCollum isn't that bad of a defender. And now, since he's not going to be guarding the point guard out there, Dejounte Murray's going to be doing that. He can go back to his role that he was doing with the Trailblazers.
Let him score. Let him score. And DeJounte
go back to the
him.
scorer roles, bro.
DeJounte is in Atlanta, he couldn't do it at his max capacity, but he's an underrated playmaker.
Oh, yeah.
He's a really underrated playmaker. I think he might hit that 10 assist mark next year. But that's for next week. My number 7. This might be spicy, Phil.
Okay, what's up?
This is where I had Devin Vassell.
Wow, you love that man.
I do. I think Devin Vassell, as a 3-and-D player, is in that elite tier. I think McHale might be a little better defensively, but I think Vassell is a lot better offensively. And I think that's what separates him. I also think Vassell, we've seen him in the role player role. We've seen him as a straight scorer. Like, he was efficient as a scorer last year. He shot 37 from 3, 47 from the field, 80% from the line. There's just a lot of things I like. I think he fits better next to Chris Paul, next to Stephon Castle, Harrison Barnes. Like, there's just dudes who are going to know their role a little bit better. Like, Sohan shouldn't have been taking the ball up for them last year. Like,
definitely not.
Vassell could be their primary perimeter scorer. Wembanyama could be their dude, like that guy. And then you just have players around them that are going to fill their spots. And I'm really excited for the Spurs next year.
If you ain't watching Spurs basketball games next year, you're a weirdo. You may not even be an NBA fan because it's going to be fun to watch.
Facts.
Like, that's going to be a team. Like, they might go back to their ways, bro.
They might.
Fundamental basketball, but with a little bit of Wemby.
And a little bit of Vassell, too. Vassell got that swag to him.
Hopefully, man.
Didn't, and I'm not trying to bring this up to diss, but didn't he fuck you guys up last year?
Oh, yeah, he dropped 40.
He had a game against y'all. And that was
the game that woke me up.
That was a filthy game. It was just like, you look at the box score game, he got 40.
It was legit. It was like watching the SGA fuck up team. It was like SGA playing the Warriors, dropping, 40 against the Warriors?
Yeah.
On literally,
great game.
He made 1 3 or 2 threes and still had 40.
He was killing from the mid-range. I think his game, and like, he is a player that I expect he could hit 23 next year.
Yeah.
He could hit 24 next year. I'm really confident in him doing that. So I got him at 7.
I could see him doing 25. Ooh. I could see him doing 25.
Now we push. That's all-star numbers there.
25, 4 and 4.
That's all-star numbers, boy.
Yes, sir. At my number 7, this is actually where I had Mikal Bridges.
Not mad at it.
I got Mikal Bridges here only because he is going back to his role that he had with the Phoenix Suns. And he was an elite role player with the Phoenix Suns. Bro can lock up. Bro can shoot from the corner. Bro did pretty much everything you needed when Devin Booker didn't have the ball. So the fact that that's going to Jalen Brunson and the Knicks with the team they have, it's scary hours too for the Knicks, bro. Scary hours.
I just realized something.
What's up?
And you might have redeemed yourself for the Anthony Simons take.
What's good?
We're going to talk about it later.
Okay.
But I just realized something. There's a name we haven't said, and I'm proud of you, Phil. That's it.
That's why I said, man. That's why I said we might have the same dude up top.
I'm proud of you, Phil. My number 6, this is where I had C.J. McCollum. He's just one of the most underrated players in the league. He's just a straight bucket. I feel like having him there makes me feel confident in getting rid of Brandon Ingram. Like, I think they could get more role players back for Brandon Ingram.
Yeah.
And McCollum could still be the bucket. I think McCollum fits a lot better next to Herb Jones than Brandon Ingram does. I like him there. And I think Brandon Ingram needs to go from there. I think it's time.
If I were them, I would trade Brandon Ingram for a center.
Yeah, a center and maybe like another wing. Like, just have another dude.
Yeah, get a decent role-playing wing and then a good center.
Yeah.
Like, maybe trade him to the... No, you can't trade him to the Hawks. They already got too many forwards.
Oh, there's teams, though.
Imagine if they got Clint Capella.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But then again, what do you do with Zion Williamson? Because then there's just a lob threat and a lob threat.
What if the Wolves just disappoint this year, and then they trade Brandon Ingram for a cat?
That would be nuts.
See what
that
I mean?
That would be illegal. I'd veto that. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
You know, just something cool. Like,
that'd be fun to watch.
Or even, what if the Blazers are like, we want Klingon to hoop, and they trade Ayton for Ingram? I feel like they would be kind of in the same boat.
That's a contender.
Would be cool there.
That's a contender.
I think there's dudes there, and then you could sneak in a wing or something. Like, there's definitely dudes around the league where they bro, if they could have landed Edie, I like Eve's Messi though.
I do, but bro, having him come off the bench and then you have Aiden and Williamson at the basket with freaking Herb Jones at the 3, and then Deontay Murray and CJ McCollum. Bruh, that's the land of two ways.
You know where I would like him?
Where?
If we got, because you know the Jazz don't want this dude no more. You move Walker Kessler away, and Brandon Ingram in Utah would be fun.
I'm asking for stinking John Collins and Walker Kessler.
Maybe not Collins, but maybe a couple of those wing dudes like Jordan Clarkson. Walker Kessler and a pick.
You know what? Yeah, I like that.
Jordan Clarkson there. Like, that's just another. I think Brandon Ingram, it's time to go, but we're here to talk about McCollum. Yeah, he's just underrated, bro. He's a bucket, and I think he's going to fit really well next to DeJounte.
Mm-hmm.
Next to Tamer.
All right. At my number 6, and this may be a hot take.
No,
this is where I have Brandon Miller.
No, it's not, brother.
You have Brandon Miller up there?
I have him higher.
Okay. The only reason why I got Brandon Miller here, that man is literally a re-embodiment of Paul George. I'm just saying it.
Yeah, boy.
He is a re-embodiment of Paul George.
Keep going.
I was watching them highlights, bro. This man, it's not like I like him because he plays both sides of the ball, but he's getting them chase downs. He's scoring over people. He's dunking on people, and he's next to LaMelo Ball doing that, bro. Now, if LaMelo Ball's healthy next year, y'all better be scared because Brandon Miller, right when Melo Ball was down and Scary Terry got traded, Brandon Miller went nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts those last, I want to say 25 games of the season.
Bro,
20?
He's so good at basketball.
He's really good, bro.
He's so good at basketball, bro.
Get the jersey. I'm not kidding. Get the rookie card, get the jersey, get the shoes, get everything.
Stock. Buy the bet on his season over.
Miller to the moon.
All that. Miller to the moon, bro. My number 5, this is where I had Derek White. Mr. Impact himself. Mr. Do everything on the court himself. Derek White, I have here at number 5, bro. Yeah, I mean, every NBA fan at this point should know who Derek White is. And I think every NBA team needs a Derek White. Like, you need him. On the Spurs, he was a great playmaker.
Mm-hmm.
Underrated playmaker. Averaged just under 6 assists before he left there. I just think, like, Derek White should get a little bit more respect in the league. Everyone was saying, like, oh, I can't believe they picked him over Jaylen Brown. It's because Derek White fits better. Like, we saw what happened.
Over Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, I think he fits better on a team like that. This is why.
Oh, you talking about USA?
USA.
Okay, my bad. I thought you were talking about the Celtics.
Oh, no. This is, but I'm saying, like, we saw Tatum get 0 minutes. Like, Derek White, you need those dudes around star players. You need dudes like that around star players. We see it in the NBA all the time. You think a team comes together and it's a super team, and they end up like the Bucks last year. Mm-hmm. You need role players, bro. Role players are essential, and Derek White is the premier role player in the NBA.
Honestly, with me, I just feel like I love Derek White. Brody is the epitome of an elite role player. Like, he is probably the best role player in the NBA. I'm going to say it. He's probably the best role player in the NBA.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Because 46, 40, and 90, 15, 4, and 5 with one stock, bro. That it's not just that he's playing like a starting point guard you want on the team. He's doing the impossible. Like, there's some things usually missing when it's 46, 40, and 90. That's close to 50, 40, 90. Bro's literally super efficient, playing his role, playing lockdown defense too. Yeah. Like, he's doing a little bit of everything, and I love it.
Yeah.
With the USA take, I kind of do wish that they would have found a way to have Derek White, Jrue Holiday, and Jason Tatum on the floor together. Because, I mean, Steve Kerr loves small ball, and that would have been perfect to play some small ball. Put Jason Tatum at the 4, and then do a little Jrue Holiday and Derek White thing at the 1 and 2, and then fit them everywhere else around these other guys. But I don't know. I think it could have been done.
Yeah, I think so too. But I really like Derek White, and I really like this dude more. Number 4, Brandon Miller, baby. Put some respect on B. Millie.
Okay. I like that.
I think he's gonna average 24 plus next year.
He can do it.
I think he is the type of player to play better next to a LaMelo Ball. I think he needs that. He needs a dude that's going to drag a little bit more of the offense away. And in college, he averaged 8 rebounds, bro. Like, he's going to develop more, bro. Last year was his rookie year, and he looked so dominant. I think this Hornets team could sneak into the play-in.
It's going to happen.
I mean, they did it before. And now it's like.
Well, they've gotten the play-in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I think they lost by like 40, though.
Yeah, they got smacked.
But you have LaMelo Ball, Mikal Bridges, Brandon Miller. That's a decent big 3 if everyone plays where they need to play. And then between Mark Williams, Trey Mann, Tid Jane, and Nick Richards, if like 2 of those dudes play above what they're expected, like I think this team is definitely a play-in team. Definitely. I would lock them in. But if not, like, and you have to rely on your big 3, like they better hoop. They better hoop.
Nah, the Hornets are going to go crazy next year, bro. They're going to go crazy.
exciting.
As long as LaMelo Ball stays healthy.
Yeah.
As long as he does. But at my 4, this might be a hot one. But I just really like this dude. I still feel like he's got it. And he had some pretty good averages. This is Tyler Hero at number 4. I have him higher than you, yes. But I really do think the Heat are going to be that good where he thrives better. Like, him and Scary Terry at the backcourt, I feel like that's going to elevate him. Not to play defense, but just have more room to not focus on guarding those guys, but be able to go into his scoring role. I feel like he can get back to the efficiency of what he was doing in 2020. I feel like this is the time he can come back to it, bro.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I think like Tyler Hero definitely is one of the most efficient scorers in basketball, and compared to a Brandon Miller, like he's proven it more. Yeah. So I'm not mad at that whatsoever.
But Brandon Miller can possibly go over him.
We have the same top 3. We know who the top 3 is. I think we have them in a different order, though.
Yeah, we might have them in a different order.
My number 3 is Kyrie Irving.
Oh, this might be my hot take.
What is it?
My number 3 is Donovan Mitchell.
You're disrespecting him.
I'm not disrespecting him. These 3 guys, without a doubt, they're really close to 1, 2, and 3. They're really close, but I think Kyrie has redeemed. I think Kyrie has redeemed himself from what he's been doing with the Nets and was he on another team? The Celtics. I really do think Dallas Mavericks Kyrie from last year is almost close to his Cavalier Kyrie self again.
Oh, I think he's better.
Yeah.
I think he's better for sure. I mean, like, the moments, obviously, in Cleveland are better. But I think as a basketball player, as a well-rounded player, I mean, he shot damn near 50, 40, 90 last year.
Yeah.
But, bro, Donovan Mitchell last year, like, the Cavaliers were the team that were supposed to beat the Celtics before he got hurt.
Yeah.
We had Donovan Mitchell in real MVP conversations.
Made me sad, bro.
That's why, like, I can't, like, what, no disrespect, I'm going to spoil my list. What did Anthony Edwards do last year that would make me take him over Donovan Mitchell before he got hurt?
Honestly, just the way he played, bro, like, he looked unstoppable. Like,
but Donovan Mitchell didn't do that?
Donovan Mitchell did, but I just think next year, going into next year, and all I'm hearing about Kenny Atkinson's system, I'm hearing that he's trying to take away more touches from Donovan Mitchell.
Which is fine.
That's the reason why I have him a little lower.
But, I mean, like, you look at Luka and Kyrie. Like, Luka's obviously the dude getting the touches, and Kyrie still averages an efficient 50, 40. Like, Donovan Mitchell to me, bro, oh, my God, bro. Like, this dude has, as far as offensively, the most flawless game from a small 2 guard. I think I've ever seen. I mean, never mind. Let me chill on that.
I was about to say, there's another one.
There's dudes, for sure. Yeah. But I think Anthony Edwards needs a little bit more time before I could put him in this Donovan Mitchell conversation. Because I think, like, you're right. These 1, 2, and 3 are close. But I think it's like Kyrie, Anthony Edwards, and Donovan Mitchell, I'd put a whole tier above them, bro. I just think as the best player on a team, we've seen Donovan Mitchell be too successful, bro. I mean, like in Utah, they were the 1 seed. In Cleveland, before he got hurt, they were the 2 seed. Like, Anthony Edwards, I feel like that team's a little bit... Anthony Edwards could have an off night and the offense still produce. Donovan Mitchell can't do that. You know?
That's true.
He can't afford to do that. So that's why I have him number 1. The history speaks a little bit more than Anthony Edwards' aura and the Timberwolves playoff run. That's it.
No, I feel you. But like I said, all three of these guys are really good. It's not a huge gap at all. I just really do feel like I see a little bit more with Anthony Edwards. So mine, I got Anthony Edwards number 1, Kyrie Irving number 2, Donovan Mitchell number 3. But I just see something in Anthony Edwards that I don't see in Donovan Mitchell.
What do you see? Because I could see the Donovan Mitchell-Anthony Edwards debate, but what do you see that Kyrie is better at than Donovan Mitchell?
Honestly, I just see a little bit more of efficiency. I see a little bit more. And the fact that he's doing this next to Luka, I think that just puts him over.
Efficiency to me in this argument doesn't work. Because Donovan Mitchell is taking a lot tougher shots than Kyrie. Because Donovan Mitchell has to – like Garland, I'm not going to say he was bad last year, but he wasn't the contributor.
You say Garland? Oh, Garland. Yeah, my bad.
He wasn't the contributor he should have been last year.
Yeah.
Like Kyrie's obviously getting easier shots next to Luka, next to a more well-rounded offense. I just think if I were building a team to win a championship for next season today, and I had to pick one of these 3 guys, I would pick Donovan Mitchell.
Honestly, I'm picking Anthony Edwards, bro.
I can't.
I just think he got that dog in him.
Also, I know his defense was great, but we kind of. What game was that? Was it a game 7 versus Denver or game 6?
Game 7. Are you talking about when Denver won?
The last game of Denver versus Timberwolves.
Oh, that was game 7.
Anthony Edwards kind of disappeared. He was great defensively, but I feel like if any other player does that, it's he was playing defense because he was so bad on offense. Like Kyrie, for example, got a lot of shit in the finals for kind of disappearing like that, but I feel like Anthony Edwards right now is the most protected player in basketball, and if that's not going to be like that forever, because they're not giving these players the same respect or same love that they give Anthony Edwards. Like Donovan Mitchell to me, was really an MVP candidate.
Yeah, then the injury happened.
I don't think Anthony Edwards will be in that conversation next year.
Honestly, I think he will.
I think
he's going to average 36 and 6.
I don't think he hits 30, bro.
I think he's going to do it.
I don't think he's like that. Obviously, he's the second or arguably first best shooting guard in basketball. But 30 is that's tough to do, bro. And I don't think his offensive game is as well-rounded to do that as a Donovan Mitchell who could get it at all 3 levels on the court. But you guys let us know what you think. Let us know if you got Donovan Mitchell, Anthony. Put respect on D. Mitch.
No, Donovan Mitchell's good, man.
I know you respect him, so I'm not going to sit here and shit on you like you don't.
I see something in Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all.
Just a little bit more.
I'm not mad at that at all. But, again, let us know what you guys think at home. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and follow. Phil, let them know what they need to do.
Like, subscribe, and follow Playbook Sports HQ on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure to hit that bell as well, especially on YouTube. And we out. Let's bounce.
Anthony Simons, respect.
No, screw that guy.